Namaste YouTube, welcome to Cafe Inoma and welcome to our reaction to Billie Holiday. We are going to react to the song Strange Fruit and it will be our first time single take honest reaction to this patron request. Strange Fruit. There are many fruits that people who they don't know from different islands and different places, they seem strange to them. And there is the strangest fruit that ever existed is durian.
Yeah, and it stinks.
It stinks! I know.
Yeah, there's another fruit that is quite rare and exotic. It's a dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit
And
is...
it looks quite pretty.
It does.
Yeah, I've tasted it only a couple of times. It was nothing really that special.
It's gooey inside, right?
But for some reason it is really priced quite high.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get started with this strange fruit from Billie Holiday.
Southern trees bear strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees. Pastoral scene of the gallant South, the bulging eyes and the twisted mouth, scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh. Then the sudden smell of burning flesh. Here is a fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, for the wind to suck, for the sun to rot, for the tree to drop. Here's a strange and bitter
Wow, this is different. This was different. The lines of the song are so hard-hitting. They sound like they can rip off the skin of your body. The way it's written, yeah, and the way it's sung. I like that horn that plays. It adds dramatic sound to it, and the way she sang it, it's haunting. It's haunting. Definitely a song that when people listen, I don't know, their conscience can wake or no, which is dead for a very long time. For us, it is very tricky to talk about things that we do not know too much about. At the same time, we know, but it is always going to be twisted by people who listen to us, because we aren't either the offenders or the defenders, and offender and defender also is not a permanent tag on people. They keep interchanging as times pass. That's human nature. Sometimes it is black, white, sometimes it is white, black, sometimes it is different colors and different paints and different looks and forms. It keeps changing in different parts of the world, wherever somebody is in minority, somebody is in majority. It's a monkey phenomena, I would say. Someone in power will be whipping or beating the people who didn't like them, didn't like that powerful person at that time, and then if there is going to be a switch in the power and somebody else comes, the opposite side will be benefiting, and then they get beaten, and then the other side is happy. And we humans are very happy playing all these games instead of living peacefully with the nature and with the gifts that are given by the God all around us. Instead of befriending the beautiful environment around us, we always choose to look at things that make us feel unpleasant. I really don't know why. Instead of making us more and more adaptable to this planet in terms of how we should be living with nature in one, we choose to keep fighting with one another and each and every human being. We are just too obsessed with fighting. We are too obsessed with fighting. It's difficult, when you reach a certain level of consciousness and wisdom, it's difficult for you to even take sides. It's very difficult. For me, it's very difficult to say this person is wrong, that person is right, and it changes in no time. It changes in a jiffy that you see somebody else from that side doing the complete opposite of what you may have thought. So you can never side by the humans. That's what I've realized. You cannot side with another human being because he is like a fickle thing that changes very quickly. And then you are like a fool who was supporting this or that or whoever. So it's difficult for us to comment on things like that. What is right, what is not, what is justice, what is injustice. In fact, the four major pillars of so-called democracies are legislature, executives, judiciary and journalism, and all four of them don't really work well. They are all tools to be exploited. So we all believe in democratic systems, but if the systems themselves are at fault, what the people should be expecting anyway. And then there are different ways of doing things like commies and things like that. Let's not get into the systems that the man has created because all of them are faulty. But let us at least begin to live with the nature, forget about each other's bickering. That is what I say. It's that kind of a thing. I've been, on a kind of a spiritual journey of my own where I've been trying to go backwards to understand what is going to be in the future. You have to go many steps back to know what is about to happen in the future, because that gives you a trend, it gives you a culture of things that have been happening for a very long time. And the more backward I go, the more I realize that it was never good. It was never good. And so much wisdom that is below all the nonsense that has happened in the world and the world history, that wealth of wisdom is under the pile of too much and too much, like the dead bodies that was mentioned here. So many dead bodies on that wealth of wisdom that was already discovered by humans, but we don't care. We are made, or we are conditioned to only look at certain things and not avoid certain things, ignore certain things, and that is how we have become that is how much we see. That is how much we see as an individual. Every single individual is taught how much to see, even though your eyes are free and they can look all around, but there is only so much you see around. Only the things that are programmed in your brain. Over so many years, over the years, we have been programmed to see only the things that are shown to us, not beyond that. And it is so difficult for people who know little more than that to get anything, for people to understand that there is this also. Would you want to see that? Would you want to have a look at it? Nobody wants to have a look at it. People are busy with their own fights, busy with their own battles, when at the end of the day, what is being defeated for me personally is it's the planet Earth, and it is the humanity as well as the other animal kingdom that suffers a lot because of us. Because we have been too busy doing all kinds of things that aren't necessary for life itself. We have been only destroying, destroying, and destroying. Destruction has become synonymous to humanity. That's what it is.
Definitely. This is a
There
unique,
is a lack of wise people in the world.
a unique song, very well sung. She has a refreshing and unique voice. I mean, she had, and I'm assuming she's no longer
Yeah.
with us because this sounds pretty old.
Like the 50s or something.
Yeah, wow, this was beautifully sung and taking up a topic which is not common in songs of those times. But yeah, it's good to listen to music like that. It is definitely something that is a lost art, perhaps because it is a lost cause to begin with, the topics and the lines taken up within the song. But for me, it was mostly about the experience of listening to her voice. It was beautiful, very limited music in this one, but it's mostly about the vocals. She has that very sweet, alluring, haunting kind of sound to her vocals, and it makes it sound quite different. It would fit perfectly in a movie of the 50s, 60s, 70s, or any movie to do with the countryside and very slow paced, easygoing, laid back kind of scene is playing out. This song would fit in very well, at least a bit of it, the start of it and things like that, without getting into the core issue. Beautiful, beautiful all the way. That's it for this one. We'll move. There's another Billie Holiday song that we're going to listen to.
Yeah.
Most probably in this same video. It is titled Comes Love. We'll get to it right away after this quick break. Same video.
Namaste YouTube, welcome to Cafe Noma and welcome to our reaction to Billie Holiday, and we are going to react to the song Comes Love. This will be our first time listening to this song. Let's listen to it. It will be an honest and a single take reaction, an impromptu, unscripted reaction.
Comes a rainstorm, put your rubbers on your feet. Comes a snowstorm, you can get a little heat. Comes love, nothing can be done. Comes a fire, then you know just what to do. Blow a tire, you can buy another shoe. Comes love, nothing can be done. Don't try hiding, 'cause there isn't any use. You'll start sliding when your heart turns on the juice. Comes a headache, you can lose it in a day. Comes a toothache, see your dentist right away. Comes love, nothing can be done. Comes a heat wave, you can hurry to the shore. Comes a summons, you can hide behind the door. Comes love, nothing can be done. Comes the measles, you can quarantine the room. Comes a mousey, you can chase it with a broom. Comes love, nothing can be done. That's all, brother. If you ever been in love, that's all, brother. You know what I'm speaking of. Comes a nightmare, you can always stay awake. Comes depression, you may get another break. Comes love, nothing can be done.
Oh, very
Wow.
well written song and beautifully sung. Apparently, nothing to do with Billie Holiday, the writing. It's
Yeah.
Lou Brown, Sam H. Stepp, and Charlie Tobias. These three are listed as the songwriters. So, Billie Holiday hasn't written this,
No.
but she definitely sung it like she had written it.
Yeah.
Yeah, very well written, beautifully written, and yeah, who can disagree with this title and this song?
Comes love. Nothing can be done. I like when she would say that. Nothing can be done. I'm a fan now. I'm a fan here listening to two songs, and this is amazing. This is impressive. I have to listen more of hers, and I have to check out some more work of Billie Holiday because this was amazing. I love the way she sang it. I love the mood. You know, in the voice you can hear what she's trying to tell. She doesn't have to do anything else. These singers aren't there anymore, which is a curse on the planet. These singers aren't there anymore. They felt the music that they were doing, even though they didn't write back then, and there are very few write even today. But the way they sang it, they owned every line, every moment of the song. The way she was singing, as if she felt it, she meant it. She's telling you, she feels it entire body. With that kind of feeling, she embodies these lines, that kind of singing. I love the way she sang it, and I like the horns and everything, the piano and things like that were playing. Maybe there was a guitar too that played, very gentle and great music. And I'm assuming all of that used to be done in a live recording.
Yeah, there was limited instruments,
Yeah.
just like the last song, the horns, the piano here,
Whatever is used is
the
all
drums,
sounds live.
and the drums also played pretty lightly. So just 3, 4, 5 instruments maximum. But it's mainly about there could be more, of course, if I missed out on the orchestral elements added in. But mainly the whole song was with 3 instruments and her voice. Yeah, beautifully done. What are your thoughts on this topic and the line "Comes love, nothing can be done"?
You know-
Everything else, a lot of examples were given.
So many.
Something can be done.
So-
Mouse comes, you can chase it
You
with
can
a
chase
broom.
it away,
You
headache
get the
is there.
measles, you can quarantine the room. It starts off with the snowstorm, rainstorm. These are the things you can do. But come love, nothing can be done. And she also says towards the end that if you've been in love, you will know exactly what I'm speaking of. What is your understanding of this song, and why is it written and sung by her, do you think? Written by 3 other people and sung by her.
Today itself we reacted to James Taylor, and the song was "Shower the People." And there too, we were talking about love and how much love you must shower on your loved ones to keep things as rosy, as good as possible. And when it is about love, when it is about relationships, when it is about bond, there is no rule. And that is why she has to say nothing can be done. If there is a problem in the world with something, you always find a solution, a quick fix for it. If the roof is leaking, you know how to fix it. If there is going to be rain, you know the rubber shoes have to be out, the boots have to be out, or umbrella has to be taken and things like that. But with love, things get very, very tricky. If you aren't willing to go the extra mile, if you aren't really ready to be completely involved, it isn't a thing for you. It definitely isn't a thing for you. There are people who have different agendas for their relationships, and I'm very sorry to tell them those agendas. If you had an agenda before getting into a relationship which was not about you and your other person, the partner, then that agenda full of relationship is not going to last or not going to give you any kind of happiness. Not an inch of happiness you can find in those relationships. Some people want to get married because they want to make kids. Some people want to get married just for the social status. Some people want to get married to become more richer. Maybe the partner is wealthy. Some people want to get married just because they are bored being alone or something like that. The more the expectations are going to be in the list for you to decide whether you want to be in a relationship, the more miserable you will be in a relationship. So that's why people don't know when it comes to love what to do.
Yeah, especially when it comes to falling in love the first time, when you realize it's that you're falling in love with this person, this other person, then yes, at that time you really can't do much. Your whole schedule, your whole routine, everything that you think about seems to revolve or is connected directly or indirectly to the other person. Spending time with them, thinking about them, what you will do, what you will say. Your whole life kind of revolves around them, and everything else takes second spot or second place. So very well written by these writers. I must commend these three writers and not just Billie Holiday, because she did the singing, but if it wasn't for those writers, it wouldn't be the song that it was.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the song that it was. Sometimes you just must give credit where it's due, and in this case, the writers are center stage for me. It's not about the singing, it's not about the music, it's the way it flows, every single example given, and then comes to love, nothing can be done. Very well written by these songwriters, very well written. First come the songwriters, second the musicians for making it a wonderful experience to listen to, and third come the vocals of Billie Holiday for me, in that order. That's it for this one.